If you're looking for the right card sleeves for your Pokemon cards, then this video is for you. I bought and tested out 4 different card sleeves, and I'm going to be going over the pros and cons on each of them. Keep in mind that this video isn't sponsored by any of these card sleeves that you see right over here. This is just based on purely my opinion, so let's go ahead and get started. Now the first card sleeves that we have here is this one from Ultra Pro Penny Sleeves. So the one that I got comes in a pack of 1,000, and it holds 2.5 inches and 3.5 trading cards. And I don't really mind or care for this other information here where it's archival safe, non-PVC material, ultra clear. But we'll compare the clearness of all of these card sleeves later on in the video. But this is what it looks like over here. So it comes in a few packs and this is what it looks like. So the first card sleeve that we have is basically just a simple penny sleeve. Now this is as basic as you can get when it comes to card sleeves. So it's very, very easy to put in. And this is what it looks like with the Pokemon card inside of it. It's ultra clear, but you can see that there is still some room for like dust and debris to actually get inside. The corners, if you can see the corner right over there, it does kind of bend when it does like bang up against something. So you can see here, like you'll see how the corners do bend. But this is just basic protection when it comes to protecting your Pokemon cards. I do like the clearness of it. I do use this all the time personally for my collection. And this is what the backside looks like. So this is going to fit basically all sizes of trading cards. If you use Yu-Gi-Oh cards, this is probably going to be a bit too big. I think there's a different kind of sleeves for Yu-Gi-Oh cards in particular. But you can see that there's some leeway for the card itself. But this is really as basic as you get when it comes to protecting your cards. I mean, I would much rather have this inserted into my card rather than nothing at all. But let's go ahead and move on to the next card sleeve. So the next card sleeve that we have is the card sleeves from Elite Trainer boxes. So this card sleeve in particular is from the Twilight Masquerade Elite Trainer box. And so Elite Trainer boxes usually come with around 65 card sleeves with a really neat design on the back. Okay, so this is the front of the card sleeve and then this is the back of the card sleeve. Now if we actually go ahead and insert a card sleeve, or a Pokemon card inside the card sleeve, you can see that, okay, there we go. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of a tight fit, but it does the job at protecting your card, I must say. So you can see this is what the card inside. There is some sort of like light film on top of the card. As you can see here, it has some shine to it compared to just a basic penny sleeve. So let me pull that up. You can see how much clearer this one is compared to this one is. But the difference though is that you can see that when this presses against an object right over here, it does protect the card though. So this is as basic as you can get it. As if you already have an Elite Trainer box, these will do the trick for at least some period of time. There is going to be a bit of an open gap, so dust and debris is going to be able to get in there. But you can see that the edges are pretty sturdy when it comes to actually pressing against corners so that it doesn't damage your card. I do wish that there was a bit more leeway towards the top of the card. And I do wish it kind of sealed closed even smaller. Again, as far as comparison goes, you can see that this is the penny sleeve. And over here we have the Elite Trainer box penny sleeve. But this one here, it does bend, so you are going to risk hitting the corners of your card. Whereas this one, you're not really going to. Now, one thing I also want to go over is how easy it is to take the card out, just in case. So it's pretty easy with these Elite Trainer box card sleeves. But it does feel kind of tight when you're actually putting it inside. So as you can see there. And it's not the ultra clearest when it comes to actually sleeving these cards. So this to me is crystal clear. Practically, it looks like almost the sleeve isn't there. And this one just has a little shine to it. With the back, it is covered. Now, one thing I would point out is, would I feel comfortable if my card was inside of this card sleeve? I actually would. It protects the corners. You can see right there. So these are pretty useful when it comes to actually protecting your cards if you have nothing else. But let's go ahead and move on to the next card sleeve. So the next card sleeve that we have is this one from Dragon Shield. Okay, so this comes in a pack of 100 standard size card sleeves and it's a clear matte design. Now if we pull one of these out, these ones here are practically my favorite card sleeve. Okay, so you've got the durability of like a Elite Trainer box card sleeve, but you also have the clearness of a regular penny sleeve. So this is what the card sleeve actually looks like, and you can see that one side, so if I pull this out together, this front side is the ultra clear side, and then this back side is actually matted. So it actually does have texture to it where my fingertips are rubbing against. So it feels nice to hold. Now, if you compare this card sleeve with the other 2 card sleeves that we went with before, you've got the ultra clearness of a penny card sleeve, and then you've got like the back durability of an Elite Trainer box card sleeve. And to me, that's what leads to this Dragon Shield card sleeve. So if we actually go ahead and insert a card inside of here, it's very easy to insert compared to the Elite Trainer Box card sleeves. You can see here that this is what it looks like. So it's ultra clear, and it's not as like covered as the Elite Trainer Box card sleeves in my opinion. Like this one here, I don't get a like a crystal clear image of my card, whereas this one here, it's ultra clear. Now on the back, you can see that it's matted, okay? So it has a nice feel to it. It has a nice texture when you're actually holding a card. And likewise, if you do hit a corner with this card, it feels very protected, okay? So would I feel comfortable protecting my cards with this Dragon Shield card sleeve? Before I actually got this Dragon Shield card sleeve, I was a bit hesitant at first, thinking like how different can card sleeves be when I already have a bunch of Elite Trainer Box card sleeves. And I must say I really like these card sleeves, okay? Again, you've got the ultra clearness of the front, which you have with the regular penny card sleeve. But then you also have the nice matted texture back, which just makes it feel nice to hold. And it does protect your cards when it comes to actually banging on the corners and such. Now, if we look at the actual indentation, I'm not sure if this differs from card sleeve to card sleeve, but you can see that there's almost non-existent way for like dirt and debris to get in. If you compare that to an Elite Trainer Box card sleeve, like it's very slightly open as compared to these Dragon card sleeves that you see right over here. So very pleased with that aspect, in which it's gonna be very hard for dust and debris to actually get inside of here. But this really does the trick though, I must say. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to the last card sleeve. So the last card sleeve that we have is this one from Vault X, okay? So this is going to be exact fit card sleeves for standard 63 by 88 millimeter cards, inner sleeves for double sleeving. It fits inside standard sleeves, ultra high clarity, and let's go ahead and open that up. Okay, so this right here is the Vault X exact fit card sleeve, okay? So it is ultra clear, and with that, not much to say about it. I mean, there's no texture about it. You do have the edges, which are going to be more protective than a regular penny sleeve. So inserting the card, it's fairly easy to actually insert. Now, what we have here is an exact fit card sleeve. So if we compare this to the regular penny sleeve where there is some leeway, it really depends on what you want. Do you want there to be some leeway within your card sleeves, or would you like exact fitting card sleeves? Now, one thing to note with this exact fit card sleeve is that the corners don't really bend. I mean, they bend with moderate touch, or actually I'd say light to moderate touch. So you do risk damaging your cards if this ever bangs up against something. But with this tight fit though, if you prefer the tight fit, then go with this one here. As comparison, this right one is just a regular penny sleeve, and this one here is the Vault X penny sleeve. They both are ultra clear, okay? I think what matters more is that I'd say that with light touch, the corners of this penny card sleeve are going to bend. Whereas with this one here, it's like light to moderate touch before you actually touch the physicality of your card. So this is what the back portion looks like. And if we close up on how much leeway is left, again, this is an exact fit card. You can see how much leeway is left when it comes to the edges of your card and such. So if you prefer this, maybe you prefer exact fit card sleeves for your binder. Maybe you want to use this in combination with a top loader. This would be a good idea. Now, one thing I want to point out is that with the exact fit, if you load it into a top loader, to me, it actually looks a bit better, okay? So you've got a top loader here with the exact fit. You don't really notice the sleeve at all, as compared to if you use it with a regular penny sleeve where you have like the extra plastic on the sides and you care how that looks. You know, aesthetics is pretty important when it comes to the collection of your cards. This is what it looks like here with the penny sleeve. So it's all due to preference, I'd say. I would say there's not really much of a big difference aside from there being like an exact fit versus a penny sleeve fit. But overall, I mean, I'd say again, light to moderate touch as far as the resistance to this one here bending before it actually touches your card. And me personally, I do prefer there to be a bit more leeway on my edges, especially at the top. Okay, just because I feel like the actual card is exposed with these Vault X exact card sleeves. So which card sleeve do I feel like is the best? I've got to give it to the Dragon Shield card sleeves. These ones are durable. They feel great to hold. You've got the ultra shine or clearness in the front, and then you've got the nice matte on the back. I personally would feel very comfortable sleeving all my cards in this. And it's going to take a lot of push before the corners actually bend, before it actually touches your card. So the best card sleeve, I've got to give it to these Dragon Shield Clear Matte Ultra card sleeves. Now, if you're just sleeving cards for fun, or if you're just sleeving like a large amount of cards, I'd say go with just the Ultra Pro penny sleeves. These come in a pack of 1,000. These are going to do the trick. And although they're not going to like protect your cards from physical damage, it's just still gonna shield your cards from outside sources, like as you see right over here. So this is the least that you can do when it comes to actually protecting your cards, and it comes in a large pack. Now, if you already have an Elite Trainer box, then you can get by with using these ones here, the Elite Trainer box card sleeves, but just keep in mind that it's not crystal clear on the front. Okay, as you can see here, it's not crystal clear. So if you care how your collection looks, then you're better off probably getting a different card sleeve. As far as exact fit card sleeves go from Vault X, it's due to preference. I personally don't like exact fit card sleeves, but you can see here you almost don't notice the card sleeve itself. I would prefer just actually regular card sleeves or regular penny sleeves over this one here. But if you like the perfect fit, maybe you want to put this into a binder, then go with this one here. Now, I'll leave links to these down below in the description. If you guys have any questions at all, let me know down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.